Well, hello there, people. It's Skippy. Hi, how you doing? All right, I'm gonna discuss my problems with comedy. I should be famous, but I'm not. And I did it to myself, and it's because I can't stand comedy clubs. As far as I'm concerned, they're whorehouses for comedians, and yeah, I know it's what you got to do. But at the comedy store, I learned that that comedy clubs are just whorehouses. They're the owner is our madam, and we just prostitute ourselves on stage. We're like a stripper. We got a pole in front of us, except it's got a microphone instead of a ceiling attached to it. But um, I don't like comedy right now. I think comedy is just it's a bunch of like basic bitch shit. It's just wife and kids crap, relatable stuff. I don't do that stuff. I'm not. I write jokes. I write damn funny jokes. Jokes that I want people to repeat and enjoy at work and get in trouble for telling at school. That's what I enjoy. I saw something today that dark humor's coming back. Dark humor never left. It's just everyone became a pussy fart. Everybody's all sensitive being a bitch nowadays. To be quite honest, I blame Trump for a lot of that because he's a cunt. And people just, everyone's like, oh, the woke motherfuckers. No, dude, you got to give credit where credit's due. These fucking MAGA faggots are just, sensitive bitches, man. I don't understand the civil war of stupid that they're engaging against other people in America, where they're like, oh, the libtards and blah blah blah. Get some self awareness, dude. You're dumb as fuck. You are uneducated as shit. For you to be calling anyone retarded is retarded. But they're sensitive motherfuckers. A friend of mine got kicked out of the comedy store because she heckled a comedian when he was on stage. Understandable. But they made her out to be like she was some sort of racist. And I'm like, okay, fuck everyone right now. Like, my friend had security up in her face, had this little fucking. I don't know. I wasn't in the room when shit went down. I can't say this or that about anything in the situation. All I know is that they kicked out my friends. Stuff I didn't see. I don't know. Wasn't there. But anyhow, it was all because some comedian was being a little bitch. Okay? And I had something happen with a female comic not too long ago where she was up on stage and she said that she was living in her car and peeing in a bucket. And I came out with a quip where I just said, "What's your OnlyFans?" And she took it personally. And guess what? If you're going to take it personally, you don't need to be doing comedy. It's not for you. Okay? Go be a Karen somewhere. Go call the manager. She actually said, "I'll never perform here again." Like, who gives a fuck? You are replaceable. Who the fuck do you think you are? You live in your car and pee in a bucket. Who the fuck are you, lady? But it was great because we spent the rest of the night making fun of her. If you can't take a joke, stay the fuck off the stage. But the one thing I can't stand about comedy right now is it's just boring. Nothing exciting. Okay, outside of Joe Rogan lactating on his last special. What was it called? Fucking Viking funeral or something. I don't know. Anyway, um, just like Rogan, it's just I'm tired of angry white guy comedy. Angry white guys up on stage telling their angry white guy stuff to a bunch of angry white guys who can relate. Guess what, angry white guys? I'm not for you. I'm an educated individual. I'm a non toxic male. I don't like the labels that they put on people. Apparently, I'm a Sigma. I'm just me. I'm Skippy. I'm a human. I live on Earth. I'm just tired of angry comedy. I want party humor. I want fun stuff. I want, like, when I used to perform at the comedy store, okay, they would put me on dead last. And that was a blessing because that was the Sam Kinison spot. Because when you had that spot, you could go on for an hour, 2 hours if you want to. Most I ever did in one spot was 2.5 hours. And I just wanted to have fun. If the audience is fun, if they're engaging, you have fun with them. The whole point of comedy is to have you have fun and forget about your problems for a moment and just enjoy the moment. But I don't dig angry dudes, and I just want to be happy. And also, I fucking like the reason why I'm doing this video thing is because you have to have an online presence. I didn't want to do this. I'm being forced to do this, and I don't even want to do this. I hate it. I hate podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts. They're fucking stupid. If I want a bad opinion, I'll get a girlfriend. And it's just podcasting. You've reinvented talk radio. Congratulations. It's boring. And they have the same recycled people over and over and over again. Because you want to be Johnny Carson, but you ain't. You want to be David Letterman, but you ain't. You suck. I hate that, comedy, you have to do a podcast and all that crap. I listen to music. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this stuff called music, but I listen the fuck out of it. All right? I don't want to hear people and their stupid opinions. I don't give a fuck. There's that old saying, opinions are like assholes. If I wanted to hear yours, I'd fart. I don't know how it goes. It's not my quote. I don't know. Opinions are like assholes, and I don't want to hear yours. There you go. Fart. Isn't it funny that George Carlin did comedy forever, and he did fart jokes? Like farts are. I don't do fart jokes, but I'm just saying, Carlin made a career out of fart jokes. I love George Carlin. I have a recording of him from a long time ago that I can't post online or anything, but I won't go into detail about it. But fuck it. It was before September 11th, 2001. It's from June of 2001 at the Comedy Store. I have a recording of him doing a performance called I Really Like When a Lot of People Die. Unfortunately, he had to shelve that because a lot of people died on September 11th of that year. I got to meet George Carlin. That was pretty awesome. I only got to meet him for a brief moment. Talked to him on the phone for a little bit. He wanted a call. I was working the phones at the Comedy Store. And I would always answer the same way I answered the phones in the military and be like, well, the military is different, but thank you for calling the world famous Comedy Store. This is Skippy speaking. How may I help you? Hey, Skippy, how you doing? It's George. Hey, George, what's up? It was like talking to an old friend. It was fucking awesome. Hey, could you have somebody go down to Greenblatt's Deli and get me a pastrami on rye with mustard? And can you make sure that they trim the pastrami really lean? No problem, George. I'll have it for you when you get here. Thanks. And yeah, 6 comedians ran down to get that sandwich. They all wanted to meet George Carlin. But I've had comedy's been good to me. I've met a lot of really interesting people. I got high with Robin Williams. Eddie Van Halen shook my hand to tell me how funny I was. That, to me, was one of the most legendary moments of my fucking life. Chris Rock stopped an entire audience of people applauding for him so that he could tell me how funny he thought I was, which I relished. The part of the reason why I quit the Comedy Store, because 2 things happened in 2007. One, I got kicked out for beating up the general manager because he punched me and I had to kick his ass. And 2, I got a standing ovation in the original room, which is one of the toughest rooms on the face of the earth. And I always treated the Comedy Store as a high school. And that standing ovation in the original room that I got, to me, was my diploma from comedy high school. I just never turned it into anything. After I got let go of the Comedy Store, I just didn't want to do comedy anymore. I was sick of it. I was in a band. Okay. I joined a band. We were a cover band. We were a gay Black Flag cover band called Black Hag. And, it was fun. My God. See, I've done everything. I've done the comedy thing. I've done the rock star thing. I've done, I got an OnlyFans. I've done porn. It's just not good. I'm very bad at it. I have erectile dysfunction, which is my body's way of saying, hey, no hard feelings. But anyway, no, comedy's been great to me. I remember I used to hang out with Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, and we'd be hanging out all night with him, just fucking shooting the shit. He's fucking funny as hell. My God, he's so awesome. I had Anthony Michael Hall. Farmer Ted could not stop telling me how fucking funny I was. And that made me feel great. I'm like, dude, you know who the fuck you are? It was awesome. Yeah, Nas came up to me one time and like had me come drink booze with him. I'm cool. I ain't gonna say no. Totally. But yeah, but the thing is like, I don't do angry guy comedy. I don't want to do a podcast. I want to listen to music. If I could do a podcast about music, that'd be great. But unfortunately, you can't play music without licensing and all that other garbage. But I could, you know what? I think I might do that. I might introduce people to musics that they should be listening to, or maybe music you missed. Because I got lots of musics. I got, let's see, let's pull some stuff out of the thing. Well, yeah, this is the New Bomb Turks. I got a bunch of 7-inch records. New Bomb Turks. I got New Bomb Turks in the '90s for me were like this shit because I love garage rock. This right here, the Jesus Lizard. I just saw them not too long ago. I love this. This is so freaking rad. This is like opens up and like, I mean, that's a wicked 7-inch right there, bro. I remember I used to sit at this place in Pittsburgh in the '90s called the Beehive. It was this coffee shop movie theater I worked at, and Damon Che from the band, Don Caballero, and Noah Legger from the band Hurl. We would always sit around and trade 7-inches, and I would always bring my sevens, and they'd bring their sevens. Like anything that they wanted to trade or anything. Like, oh my god, I was so happy to have this. I lost. I had a shirt that looked like this from the Jesus Lizard back in the '90s. It got stolen from a girlfriend. They went on tour. I finally bought the shirt again. I was ecstatic. Quincy Punks. Okay, if you like snotty punk rock, this is the shit. Their song Tina. They have a song called Tina. Okay, it's one of the most beautiful love songs on the face of the planet. It's about a guy who dies, but he loves his woman so much he comes back as a zombie. Okay? And the chorus, which is one of my favorite choruses of all times, is do you love me? Do you really love me? Let me eat your brain. Do you love me? Do you really love me? Let me eat your brains. Yeah, but I love the Quincy Punks. This is them ripping off the joims. I'm tired of collecting records, though. I'm sick of this shit. Boris the Sprinkler. This is a band that was fighting with no effects back in the '90s, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, I've been collecting records for a while. I got stuff from my childhood, and even though I don't play them anymore, as you can see on my turntable, I got this cat, and he just hangs out there. I don't know. I can't play my music loud anymore because my neighbors complain. And if I get any sort of bad infraction on my record here, they will kick me out. I am under rent control, and I want to stay that way. But they just, I keep the noise down. I don't want, because, when they were doing construction here, I was playing my music super loud, and then people finally moved in. They're like, hey, you got to turn that shit down. So I was like, okay. But yeah, comedy, it's, I just don't like where it's at right now, and I need to do something about it. And that's why, yeah, I'm taking on the rogansphere. Any one of you jerk offs want to fucking try me? Come on stage. Open invitation to anybody in the rogansphere. Anybody. Come on stage. If you want, go first. You don't want to follow me. But yeah, the rogansphere and all his, as I call them, joemosexuals. They all suck his dick. A little crew of jomos. But I'm not one of those. If you watch the Rogan versus Mencia video, you'll hear him drop my name in a not very positive fashion. Thanks for nothing, Joe. He helped me get kicked off of Mind of Mencia. Thanks for nothing, Joe. So yeah, it's been waiting 20 years for this shit, dude. I think it's my time to shine. So all I got to do is survive this heart surgery, and then everything's good. All right. I got to get ready. I got a show tonight. I'm hoping I'm going to do my racist joke in front of a bunch of dudes from Adult Swim. So we'll see what happens. I push boundaries, man. Yeah, I just, somebody's got to. All fear is not knowing. And I know I want to have a good time, so I don't live in fear. Word. All right. We'll talk later. Angry comedians suck. Any one of you guys want to fucking challenge me? Come on. Bring your best jokes about your son or something. You stupid jerk offs. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.